Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Horizon Forbidden West. Well, this is going to be a whole lot of me talking, just commenting as I'm playing. For some reason, YouTube is not connecting for me. I don't know if it's YouTube as a platform that's having an issue or if it's my internet. I have absolutely no idea what's going on, but it won't allow me to access my home channel, so I can't watch the video as it's playing. So because of that, I can't see the commentary of anybody who's watching. So that sucks. So I kind of hope that nobody says anything, because then I won't feel so bad about not responding. All right. I was just gonna do a whole bunch of other missions. Like I was gonna attack some rebel camps and whatnot, but I can't because, as you can see, everything else is on hold. Like everything, because we have to go to the Cradle of Echoes to check out this whole thing with Eleuthia. So we have to go talk to Varl and then set off on this quest.
There she is. You ready to head out?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Oh shit.
Merman.
Oh, kind of had a feeling that this was going to be the Zenith.
What is that?
What the hell?
Oh shit.
Well, that takes the keg.
Yeah, but they figured out a way to penetrate that force field.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that Zenith.
And once again,
Obviously more Zeniths than we know about.
well, yeah.
Fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it.
I mean, come on, Aloy. What were the odds that it was just going to be like those 3 people that you saw? Okay, my everything's filled. Now, this still is going to beg the question of whether or not
Let the cold distract me.
this signal that was being sent out, if it was the Zenith trying to lure us in, or maybe the signal also attracted them.
Whatever the rebels did, it took down our shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
Okay, data points. Did I hear this one? Yeah, I did see that one. Okay, so for being at the base,
What?
Hello, Verbena? What do you have for me?
I checked everywhere, still no sign of the asset. Can we call off this pointless search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
interesting. Funny that her name is Verbena. I actually know someone named Verbena.
Forge's breath. What a mess.
Why can't I lock onto this?
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Assist recovery of the asset. Second directive, continue monitoring v. Suitor. Orders acknowledged. Status report sent to G. Bieri. Alright, so continue monitoring Verbena Suitor. Hostiles detected, engaging targets, danger, system failure. And then dead.
Kind of chilly up here.
Yeah, you think? I don't know why there's a stalker dart gun up here. But I'm gonna bring it over here real quick and then drop it off because maybe we need this. A Ravager cannon.
It's kind of chilly up
This is coming with me.
Yeah, because once again, why are there a couple of different robot weapons here?
The Noct rebels, an Asaram, a Zenith, and a freaky machine. I needed them. Forge's breath. What a mess.
Really, Aloy, you can't jump up that?
An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
Self-destruct initiated.
Ah! Ah. Weapon's still hot.
It's on fire, Aloy. That would make sense.
Worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? All right. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
I prepare for the fight that's about to happen because, you know, all the signs are there. We're in a big, wide open battlefield area. So something big is about to pop out. We're going to need to use those weapons on it.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
I still don't trust that we're not going to be in a big fight. Plus, it's a video game, so of course we will.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
Surprised that she's not telling Varl to hang back too.
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
I just want to make sure that I'm not passing up on some hidden goodie. See, like this.
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
And then we get to fight whatever gigantic thing drilled its way down here when we leave. Guaranteed. God damn it, get out of the way, Varl. Storage units accessed, data transfer initiated, operation suspended, fusion reactor on standby mode, download initiated, beamcast initiated, destination redacted. Interesting.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed.
Well, that would go along with that thing that we read from, I think it was Verbina's comlink. Okay. So obviously we can't go through that door until we deal with this.
This was a Far Zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eluthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Yet.
Or anything you can blow up.
Yet.
No room on me. I could send it to my stash.
Okay, there's several. There's two options. This is probably blocked off. Yeah? No? No shit.
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
I do appreciate that it's giving us options to wander around and
Photogenic chambers. Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn cradle facility.
What were they for?
Remember when I told you I was made, not born? This is how.
A machine that makes a person. That's incredible.
Yeah.
incredibly fucked up. But yeah, I like that there's a lot of options for exploring. Okay, text mail from Daniel McGill to Claire and Wynn. Subject spoon-fed. Claire, wish you'd been on the call with me with Zero Dawn. Whoever negotiated this deal with them was ingenious. A bunch of our old tech collecting dust and storage in exchange for a copy of all human knowledge. Talk about a bargain. And the guy heading up the Eleuthia, I'm gonna mess up saying that. Heading up the Eleuthia subfunction, Patrick Brochard Klein. You could practically see sparkles in his eyes when he was bombarding us with follow-up questions on the ectogenic chambers design. It was like we were waving catnip in front of him. Anyway, they're requesting additional material on nutrition delivery. Higher-ups gave the go-ahead, so send over everything we have. Richard Klein will probably pee his pants in glee. You know, something else just occurred to me. That if I can't watch a stream, I don't know exactly how long I'm going, so I'm gonna have to just kind of guesstimate. Alright, well, can't get through there yet.
This place keeps on going.
It's obviously
check in
an
that
option.
room.
Well, let's take the option to go down the steps. If I can remember where the hell that is. Here it is. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we got 2 doors as options here, so let's try this one first. Text mail from Song Xiao to research staff. Priority shift. All. As you will undoubtedly have heard by now, we have lost the brightest star among us. Research on ectogenesis for the Odyssey was near and dear to Peter, and on behalf of the new High Council, I commend you for all your efforts and the great strides made over the last several years. Yet, as we mourn our founder, we must also keep our gaze on the bright future ahead. To that end, we will be shifting project priorities. Over the coming days, you will be briefed on exciting developments in longevity research from our Tokyo and Lagos facilities, with new assignments to follow. In the meantime, all ectogenic chambers should be moved to storage. Refer to your leads with any questions.
Find anything that might tell us what the asset is?
I don't think so.
Data corrupted. Has seen a significant improvement, decreasing the time between touch-ups and commercially available treatments like Osmanthus's Rejuvigene require. As for Malik's team, the latest results from their neurophysiology experiments seem promising, and with the supplementary data provided by our Tokyo facility, we seem to be closing in on functional first-generation implants. Meanwhile, our friends in Zurich have sent over their findings on WBE. Mixed results. A couple of promising avenues, but anything bordering on real digital transcendence looks to be decades away, if not data corrupted. Wait a minute.
This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
Look at the big wide open area down there. It's not at all hinting at possible attacks from some stuff.
The control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
Well, not yet. It's also a lot of supplies that we're suddenly getting. Methinks we're gonna get attacked.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
These are all audio. Wait. Two, 3, 7. That's right. Duh. I forgot forgot that the Shining one was here. All right, so
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
kind of funny if they said there's 236 in storage and we want the 237th. That's a person. Holy shit. Is it a clone?
Aloy.
Yep.
It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Miss Bit. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsiness. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed. Oh, this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she's...
Yeah, she's
still
dead.
alive.
What?
We need to get her back to...
Oh!
Shit. Why?
Something's attacking us. What a shock.
Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
Okay, prepare for battle. I have absolutely no idea what I should be using against this thing, so I guess I'm as prepared as I'm ever
Here
gonna
it
be.
comes. Ooh, ugly one, aren't you?
Oh no! Well, I can't jump off of where I'm at apparently.
See if it has any weak spots.
It is. It does, and I have.
That thing's quick. I'm not giving up.
God damn. Alright, weak versus acid. And I think it said acid and fire. Oh shit. Nope. It's not what it said. Alright, I didn't catch what it's strong against. God damn. Fire. Alright, so basically acid is the only thing that has any weakness against. Alright, hunter bow, fire hunter bow. It just sucks that it doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. Um... Oh, shit. Ow. Ow. Damn. Alright, that was not easy.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay
I'm just
down here with the
peachy.
clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Alright. Unfortunately, I collected all those boxes and berries and shit. Now I have 5 left in my inventory.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Well, I can't imagine Aaron being too stupid and well, I was gonna say he wouldn't run out and attack something headlong, but yeah, sure he would.
Aloy!
Aaron!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
I am.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron. Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Shield's down.
It's here when
It's
you
on the
want.
move.
Got your back, Aloy. I'm coming for you next. Get that stuff on you. Not that one. Now we're talking.
Oh no. I sure did. Got his weak spot basically just by happenstance.
Keep them coming. Aloy, for you.
Ow. What? What for me?
It's a blood fog.
Ow.
You fella.
It's done.
Wow. What that?
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story. but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two, go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
All right, now I know. There they are. I was gonna say I know there were berries and stuff around here.
It's always good to have extra.
And here I had those weapons all ready, and I never used them. That's all right. Clearly, Aloy was such a badass that it wasn't necessary.
No.
Yes.
Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Is your focus acting up again?
That's fine.
I can take
I like that we keep getting stuff in here.
Usually works if I just flick it a few times with my thumb.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought Zoe had something.
Aloy, you're back.
I am back.
I'm just, checking up on how everyone's doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe. You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again.
Kind of undid your entire belief system, didn't it?
Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line.
Okay, bye.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
Alrighty. Once again, guys, for anybody who may end up jumping in midway through here, I'm not communicating with anyone in the chat because I don't have access to YouTube right now.
So the
Something's...
Old Ones painted their faces with something called makeup.
Yeah.
A card show. Why? Yeah, it beats me.
Something's
Something to them.
something's going on with I think it's YouTube. I don't think it's my internet necessarily.
Face says it all, sis. That's all.
But it's
That it does.
consistently screwing up the like it won't allow me to access my channel, so I can't watch the video live, which is how I always keep track of the chat, so I can't see any of that stuff. So I'm not ignoring people, I just can't see anything.
Errand? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
Right, there's two of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying.
Well, this is now the third version of herself that she's seen, because she's at least seen holograms of Elizabeth, who is the original, who she's a clone of, and when she first encountered the Zeniths, she encountered a clone.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormberg plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
Oh, and that was the end of your cousin.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
Okay, bye.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Aaron, you're hilarious, bro. Alright, let's talk to Varl and the clone before we talk to Gaia.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Well, as a matter of fact, somehow we have tons of them.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so The descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet. And now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know? How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you're... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface. All so that I could serve my function. Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
All right, real quick, I saw an indicator pop up that there's somebody watching. I'm just going to reiterate once again, I have no access to be able to watch the any comments in the chat, so I can't respond to anything that's being said because I can't see it.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so...
Wait, was this the same one that we encountered before?
They just want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that.
It can't be the original. But then it would... I don't know.
The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you.
Okay, it is the same one.
And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zeniths set up a base here on Earth. Where is it? Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine wars. It must be impregnable. What's inside the base? Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need. Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met? I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony.
Interesting.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened? All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A. The Zeniths never told you any details. They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius. Guess they survived old age, too.
Okay, once again, I saw another thing pop up that someone's watching. I'm going to keep reiterating this because I don't want anybody to get bummed out if I'm not responding to them. I can't see the chat. YouTube is screwing up for me right now. I don't know what the problem is, but I'm not ignoring anyone if they make comments. I just can't see them.
How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. Then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity. You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly? Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me. The one the rebels killed, outside the facility. But Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
Magic.
I'm into it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber. The facility's log, so it appeared that there were only 236 containers. And the Gaia root kernel? I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me. Well done.
Okay, so maybe I zoned out at some point, but I don't remember if she said that they had captured other root functions. Because that's kind of bad, because that's what we're trying to, we're trying to collect. That's what we need. Hephaestus would be the last one, but this actually gives us a step up if we got this this extra one here.
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing? The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA. I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it? That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
I got a feeling that Elizabeth is probably still alive. She's probably being held in stasis or something.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it. The Zeniths have a copy. So it still exists. And you got to learn from it. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it. To have all that knowledge, just out of reach, must have been frustrating.
All right,
I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or... So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths? How did you know? Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaius powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already? Gaius still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not! You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die. Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her
Well.
engine's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Yeah, and probably the Colonel, too.
Is it me, or did the old ones just look funny?
They looked funny, Errand.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
Okay, hold on. Didn't Beta just give us one of the sub-functions?
I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy. What would you like to discuss?
I don't know.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess. And less pessimistic.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet come around.
How's Catalo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him. In an effort to remedy this, I have discussed a potential solution with him. I believe he will want to fill you in on the details.
A solution? I'll check in with him when I can, then.
A false arm, perhaps?
Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying old world data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus, after an initial incident.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess.
Why do we have a whole lot of extras, by the way?
So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here.
Okay.
So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time. It may be possible to restore more of this room's functionality should you find and reconnect additional camera feeds.
I'll keep a lookout. So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
Guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with, too.
Okay, I just got a thing pop up on my screen that there was a message or a comment posted. I'll say again, I have no current access to the YouTube chat. YouTube is getting all goofy on me today. So I can't access my page, I can't access my video, so I can't access the chat. So anybody who's making comments, I'm not ignoring you. I simply can't read the stuff. I don't know what the hell's going on, but at first I thought it was my internet was the problem, but it's not the internet. I guess it's YouTube itself. So hopefully that doesn't continue to be a persisting problem because it kind of sucks. But yeah, so just as a reminder to anybody who happens to be watching this live, I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see what's being said.
So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there, one not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world, an effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about.
All right. Yeah, the only way that I even know that there's anybody tuning in to watch or anything is because PS5 will put a little notification in the corner of my TV screen that so many people are watching or there's a comment. But very, very much a bummer.
The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum. A memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures returned to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them. When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
They were selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising.
It's called Every Man for Himself.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on the Focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate. Though I am glad she made it home, I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia.
Man, I got like a tickle in my throat I can't get rid of. It's very annoying.
So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world. All working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, Determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Yeah, there's a lot. I apologize if this is boring for anybody, but I mean, this is a lot of story stuff that's incredibly important, so there's a lot to talk about here.
What can you tell me about Demeter?
Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life.
So once I bring it back, all the blight out there will start to get better.
While permanent restoration requires the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to improve conditions in the region for a while. However, a word of warning. Like Ether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query was highly irregular. Alone and frightened, it may have taken measures to assure its security.
Okay, I'll keep my guard up.
Okay, hold on. Let me, these aren't grayed out, so I'm assuming I have not spoken about this stuff yet.
Functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing,
No, I've
nurturing
seen
a new
this.
generation of human beings.
I think.
Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Unfortunately, all archived Apollo.
Pharaoh, huh? I really...
Understandable. He appears to.
All three of them were. Do you still need them?
Restore empowering. Unfortunately, attaining them in.
I guess our best shot at recovering, but we'll need Hephaestus.
Correct.
Okay,
So, Poseidon, what do we know about it?
Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Once it is restored to me, I may be able to improve conditions in the regional watershed. But I must warn you, like the others, Poseidon is lost and frightened. It may have taken measures to protect itself.
I'll be careful. You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided. Is that Ether at work?
Yes. Thanks to Ether's capabilities, weather patterns in the local region should mostly stabilize for the time being.
Well, that's a relief. Be nice not to have to fight my way through a storm anymore.
I will continue to stabilize the atmosphere for as long as I can.
okay, I can't tell. They didn't make the difference between how bright the like new information is and something you've already spoken about.
Why did Ether take up residence in an ancient war museum?
Like it's hard to tell what has and hasn't been read.
Ether needed to install itself on a processor with adequate storage and power. The one in the museum appears to have been sufficient, given that the holographic displays were still active.
So Ether was assured it could stay for as long as it needed to.
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with the ancient ruins of aircraft.
Maybe it also felt at home there. So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So you could build an army of machines. Attack the Zeniths and take them out.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, Once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an
I've
army.
seen this already too.
Given the nature of the far-Xeno threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that no matter
Okay.
how... Indeed.
Alright.
I'll
Alright,
be
let's
on
go.
my way.
I wish you safe travels.
Okay, there's no exclamation mark over her head, so I'm just going to guess that I've seen everything that there is to be seen. And we have a new quest available to us. And I'm still congested. What the hell?
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. That makes you want to punch something.
More like someone.
Well, you're the one that helped me find it.
People make mistakes.
Just trying to hear what it is that she's listening or he's listening to.
Hey, you and Aaron okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay? This beta thing, it's a lot. Even for you.
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. If you need anything, just let me know.
How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Aaron to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Should liven up the place.
Just general cleaning would be nice. Nice? Wow, nice.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something
She's 2 feet away, dude.
Seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else. I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
Okay, I also have to talk to Talo, or however you say his name. Alright, so what is this other mission that we got available here?
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
Uh-huh.
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
No kidding.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
Okay, bye.
I'll let you know when I get close to those Grimhorns.
Good. If we can get their control cores, maybe we really can heal the land gods.
Okay. Now, last thing is, where is Katalu, Cthulhu, whatever his name is. He was in one of these rooms. That's my room. Wait, why is this?
It was pretty weird talking to Beta, seeing someone who looks like me. Even though it seems like she doesn't act anything like me. Or Elizabeth, for that matter.
So, that's actually the pendant that she had since she was a child. That was from, I think, from since she was a child. That she got from Elizabeth. Alright, let me make sure that I'm stocked up before I go anywhere. Okay, Captain One Arm.
Open that door now.
What door? Looks like I'd open what door? This door?
Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
Huh.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but I must ask. The woman Varl and Aaron brought in, she's related to you.
It's hard to explain. She's more of a copy.
Good. If she's anything like you, we've just gained reinforcements.
Maybe.
No, not quite.
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tanakh territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there.
Although what's funny is I was actually able to take them down easier than a lot of the machines that I've encountered elsewhere.
At the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaro's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
Wait, did I not? I've talked about all this already.
What did Chief Hikaro say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilled rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
Yeah, we've already discussed all these. How come it's coming up like I haven't? That was weird.
I need to go.
On your way, then.
All right, well. All right, so now I got to get out of here first. Wait, which one of these? This takes me right to a campfire. Ah, Still got some mud out here. Could do with a little more cleaning.
I thought I felt the snow chill.
Alright, so what do we have in the area? Gather bristleback tusks. That's right here. So I can do that right now. Not doing that gauntlet. Alright, let's of course I'm on the other side.
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
Okay. Let's hear your rumor.
There's a tall neck south of here that's been acting twitchy. Something's wrong with it, but I'm not sure what. Might be smart to stay alert if you run into it.
Good to know.
Okay.
Whatever's wrong with that tall neck, if I can override it, it'll give me useful data on the surrounding area. I should check it out.
That's one tusk. God damn it. Uh-oh. Ow. Get up, Aloy. Get up. Why are we grabbing onto that? Damn it.
Whew. Well, that's done with.
Alright, now let's collect our goodies.
I'll take that. Guess I didn't get enough tusks. I'll need to hunt down another herd of bristlebacks.
No, I've gotten all of them. Wait, where's the, there it is.
Ready for anything now?
Well, that's not all I needed from that, right? Is it? Really? I just needed 2 bristleback tusks, that was it? Huh. Alright. Well, I mean, might as well have an adventure. So, let me... Let's fast travel as close as we can. Okay, that's not the wackadoo. New quest. Is it another rumor?
Are you almost done?
I was annoyingly impatient at your age, too.
No. What's up?
Everything okay? What are you doing out here?
Ask my grandmother. I risked leaving guard duty to look for her. She stopped to see the bloom, and now she won't leave. Since when does she care about flowers?
They're not just flowers, child. They're scarlet stems with a scent that soothes the nerves. Or so I was told many years ago by an Utaru seed tracker.
An Utaru? Now you're telling stories. If one trespassed here back then, you'd have killed him on sight.
I couldn't. Found him picking flowers, right near here, in Tanakh territory. I was all set to strike him down, but he was singing.
Singing?
Can't remember the tune now. Just the lilt of his voice. And his name. Nilo. He decided to stay for a day or two. I took guard duty here so I could keep coming back to him. And he kept delaying his return to Plainsong. For the flowers, he said.
Please don't tell me I'm descended from an Utaru gardener.
Almost. Almost. But the thrill of battle called to me, and he had to return to his people. I've always wondered about the life I missed with him. Whether he misses it too. Would he welcome me in Plainsong? Or at least accept a scarlet stem?
It's a long way to Plainsong, but I get back there now and then. I could pick some scarlet stems and bring them to Nilo, if I can find him.
Please. He was an herbalist there. I know the time has long since passed, but I'd like to know. Well, I'd like him to know. You know what I mean.
I think I do.
Encouraging an old woman? Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't I?
Teenagers. Alright, well. Let's see. Gather scarlet stems. Alright, so they're right there. Am I heading the right way now? Yeah.
I'll handle this.
Stay back from me. Looks like the outlaws have
Could try using acid ammo.
Mm-hmm. Come on. What is he doing just wandering away?
Much better.
And these little shits. Don't need the Ravager cannon. Okay, so then the next step would be to go to the rollerback site. That is the plan. No, you stay over there. I have no interest in dealing with an alpha version of what I've dealt with before. Not at this stage of the game.
I'll fill up while I can.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Damn, there's a whole lot of nothing out here. Let me check something real quick. Can I get any better? Okay. All right. Aloy just getting cooler. Oh, I thought I took this skill. Well, that's why when I was running around with one before, or should I say stumbling around with one before a heavy gun, that explains why I wasn't moving any faster when I thought I had. Yeah, it was an unknown. And obviously somebody's getting attacked.
Sounds like someone's in trouble.
And for anyone wondering, yes, indeed, if you stand too close when that thing explodes, you do get hurt. I discovered that.
You're not going to destroy my rig! Looks like that machine stores fluid in its tank. I wonder what it does with it.
Get off me, you jerk. Did that girl seriously hit me? Oh no, it's another machine.
I think she's gonna need some backup.
Don't touch my stuff!
Is it safe? Did they get to it? Please be intact. Please. I should make sure she's okay.
I hope this isn't the stuff that you're worried about, because I'm taking it.
Alright. Wire the spike is still intact. Rig's still playing. You okay there? You took out those machines. I'm grateful, but you should go now. There's nothing to see here. So this rig of yours, it's receiving sound through that wire from the thing up on the cliff, what you call a spike. But the message is only a fragment, and you're trying to pick up the whole thing? How did you figure all that out?
Because Aloy's smart.
I've learned a few things in my travels. If you want, we could talk about it. Maybe I can help. You do seem downright knowledgeable. So go ahead. Shoot. How did you first hear the message? I used to be a smith up in the claim. Wasn't an easy life. A lot of hard work without much to show for it. Then, one day, I heard a whisper coming from a steel rod. Faint, like the last fingers of steam coming off a cooling forge. When I moved the rod around, the whispers got louder. I did some tinkering, built my rig, and did my best to follow that sound. Further west I came, the stronger it got. Then I found that spike up there. When I hooked up my rig, the words were clearer than ever. What do you think the message is? I don't know. There's something sad about it. Feels like it's from one lost soul to another. I'd sure like to know what it means.
So, is this going to be why we have these points on the map where we got like these different towers, observation posts or whatever? Is that going to come into this?
Your rig's impressive. How does it work? Well, like you said, the spike up there seems to capture the sound. It travels by wire down to my contraption. I put some coils in there and a light sheet of metal that vibrates, making the sound louder. I'm not exactly sure why it works, but it just does. And you set it up out here all alone? I'm not the trusting type. Pretty much everything I do is all alone.
And you are?
You're no ordinary tinker. Didn't used to be a tinker at all. More of a metal worker.
Metal!
Came from Mainspring. I can weld a seam so fine you could barely see it. Not that I ever got any credit for it. You see, up there, you've got to be a man to get ahead. I once had a shot at joining a first-rate crew, one of the best forges in the claim. But I didn't get the job. My own brother wouldn't vouch for me just because I'm of the female persuasion. Anyhow, at least out here I don't have to worry about any mainspring men talking down to me. Sounds like you're still mad at your brother. Some days I am. Other days, I miss him. He's passed on, you see. He didn't have the guts to go against the blast of the bellows and vouch for a lady. Even his own sister. It was cowardly, and I told him so. In fact, I told him we weren't family no more. But over time, I've had cause to regret it. He wasn't a bad sort. He knew how to make me smile when he wasn't being such a lout. I'm sorry he's gone. Yeah. So am I. Blast it all.
Okay, so
Let me have a look at that spike. I might be able to pick up more of that message. How? Let's just say I have a rig of my own. I didn't know Nora were tinkers. They're not, but I am, in a way. Be right back. Well, okay then. I guess. Just follow the wire to the spike at the top. And then please, just don't break anything.
So apparently you know how to perform magic because, ooh, look at that. It made a wooden post appear out of nowhere. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do.
Better get climbing.
Thank you.
Useful for making dyes.
All right, so we got to get all the way up there. So this is not the same type of post or whatever that we've been running into before. It's different.
Gotta give her credit. Lugging all that wire up a cliff wall.
Yeah, not easy.
There's the spike. Might get better reception if I'm next to it.
Supply drop beacon. Power. The note.
Enduring victory. Interesting. Can't seem to get a fix on where the signal's coming from, though. Well, better let the Tinker know I got a bit more of the message.
A cluster?
Green shine. I'm in luck.
La da da. The hell is that?
Your rig is picking up an old world message. A recording of some kind.
Thought as much. Did you hear more of it?
A bit. It was recorded during a war. A bad one.
Maybe that's why it sounds so darn sad. There's something about it that makes me think of my late brother. May his ashes stay warm in the forge. Not sure why, exactly.
I still can't get a fix on the source.
Well, the words grew stronger when I got out here.
What if you moved the rig now? Try to see if you can get a stronger signal elsewhere.
Even if I could dodge the Tenakt and the machines, I can't lose that spike. Nothing else pulls down the words better.
Okay. If it's an old world message, then let's try old world methods. They used to pinpoint signals by listening for them at 3 different spots. The taller the better. And then they combined the information and used it to find the source.
And you can do that?
I think so. But your spike is only 1 spot. I need 2 more, both up high.
Oh. Well, there's a big bright tower in the Tenakt territory north of here.
Yeah, that should work. I have another spot in mind, near a place I'm camping.
Wait. I don't know your name. Or why you do all of this for someone you just met.
It's what I do.
Anyway. And because I want to know what's out there. Same as you.
Selga. And when you find it, Aloy, I'd be eager to hear what it is.
Okay. Just gonna head in the direction of this unknown campfire. Okay, discovered. What the hell is it doing, man? It's spinning me off in all kinds of directions here. Wait, what's... Yeah, we're just going to try to avoid them. Going to be ending the stream soon, and I really don't feel like dealing with a bunch of random battling. Oh, great. I got to get past them somehow.
I wonder if there's another cauldron with override data on that one.
Probably. Really, you guys had to get all super active the second I walked over here? Alright, let's see. See if I can get up here without having to have a confrontation.
Pass. Just gonna keep low and quiet. I'll roll her back. Just like Kala said. Gonna have to take it down.
Alright, weak against acid.
That machine looks like it could flatten boulders, trees, me. Fire's not gonna help here.
No acid. I know. wasn't really a knockdown. Ow! Hey, you dick. You roly-poly bastard, knock it off.
It's over. Time to salvage that sinew.
Yeah, well, also got to deal with Tweedledee over here. Unless he runs away.
There. I should get back to Kala. Hand over the parts.
The moon is bright. Alright, so now I gotta go all the way the hell back there. Oh, I don't have any more travel packs. God damn it. Alright, well. What is that? A slither fang sight. Yeah, I don't want to fuck with those. We'll just work our way over to this campfire, and then we'll fast travel for free.
Steady my breath. Think about what's next.
Lost track of where that campfire is. You know what? Whatever. Oh, so I managed to discover it after all. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. So I don't know why there's these other question marks over there that I somehow haven't figured out what they are.
There walks Taro's champion. We must all unite to stop Regala.
Every battle brings. You've come this far. We will stand by.
Ally just for today, or for everything.
So I asked the champion.
From Rel Bishop to Mika Kadori. Subject, Buena Vida appearance. Micah, you better hear this from me. Remember Sonia Buenavida, the aide to Senator Maria Medina? She just did an interview going on about how you are unfit to lead the museum due to a confirmed bias towards government history. She's accusing us of erasing Roberto Medina's legacy by substituting his heroic efforts to curb the government's reliance on machine power with a both sides narrative that deflects from the real issue of federal overreach. I know Buena Vista is a hothead, so I'm not surprised by her wording, but we should be concerned. As an aide to Maria Medina, you could probably sway her to abandon support of the museum. And you know as well as I do how fragile Senate support is at this moment. Losing a vote is one thing, but we can't afford to lose Roberto Medina's daughter. The symbolism alone would shatter our hopes of future funding. Please advise on our PR strategy. Maria Medina's visit is due in 2 weeks. The timing couldn't be worse for us. Raul. Hello.
An honor, champion. I'm Nako. Have you been out to the Valley of the Fallen by chance?
Don't think I have. Why? What's there?
My idiot little brother. The valley is a test of endurance and skill for my clan, the Lowlanders. But it's been closed for months. Commander's orders. There have been reports of strange lights off the coast, and the whole area is crawling with deadly machines. But Dax, reckless and bare-armed as he is, went in anyway. Never takes no for an answer. Convinced 2 others to go with him, too. They've been missing for days, and now Marshal Ivir has been sent in to bail them out.
Strange lights, deadly machines, and missing soldiers? Sounds like a lot, even for a marshal.
I'd go by myself, if I wasn't stuck on transport duty.
I'll find your brother, if I can. Where is this valley?
Southwest of here, in the depths of lowland territory. Look for the climbing path on the cliffs. It marks the start of the valley. And if you see my brother, knock him on his ass for making me worry.
Strange lights off the coast. Whatever it is, it can't be good. I should look into it when I'm out that way.
Yeah. Give me a few minutes. All right, let's finish this quest so I can be on my way.
The visions of the 10 are renewed.
Your enemy is mine.
I've got the parts you need for the ballista.
Excellent. We'll get it fixed up right away, and then the arena will be ready. You're welcome to fight anytime.
How does it work?
Simply speak to me, and I'll arrange a challenge for you.
And any medals you win from fighting, you can exchange with me for some of the tribe's very best equipment. Not just from the arena, but also medals won at hunting grounds. After upgrading your gear, I think you'll come to favor me over Kala.
I'm here to help train our squads. It's not a popularity contest.
Good thing for you. I'll take my leave then. Come talk to me if you win, or if you have soldiers' tags to turn in.
Well then, if you'd like to fight in the arena now, we can set it up in no time.
No, not now. Don't have time now.
I'll come back later.
Whenever you want.
Okay, let's make sure we twist and turn our heads as much as possible when we're talking. All right.
Spill some blood, earn some medals. That's what we're here for.
You need supplies?
Wait, what's the other question mark?
Seek out the wisdom.
It is an honor to witness this.
Data corrupted much of the gun at all, jamming all the time before it blew up in your face. What on earth is it doing in a museum? If there's a hell for guns, it belongs there. Rick Daley, Washington, D.C. Gracias por preservar esta historia, Mariana and Paulo Lopez, Bogota. My husband and I were pleasantly surprised by the serenity of the crater in its current form. A telling landmark after all these years. Its silence is stark contrast to the violence of bygone days. Marissa and John Falcone, San Francisco. Joey was here with my brother, but he's a wiener. Joey. Thanks, Joey. Medina this, Medina that is all I heard in every exhibit. My father knew the Medinas from when they was still hauling rare earth in Arizona. Let me tell you, them folks ain't the heroes of the story, of any story. James Dalton, Glendale. And then James Dalton disappeared. Never to be seen again. Text log. By now we all know the story. In the 2030s, as rising temperatures baked the desert southwest, the federal government ordered a controversial evacuation. When residents of the 3 affected states refused to leave, their protest was championed by rare earth magnate Roberto Medina and Joint Task Force 10 pilot Colonel Edward de la Hoya. The ensuing struggle escalated into the first full-scale engagement between automated forces and human soldiers in world history. Not to mention the first military campaign fought on American soil since the Civil War. But climate change wasn't the only cause. Water rights, the politics of urban versus rural states, and the increasing demand for rare earth materials by U.S. tech companies also contributed to the crisis. This exhibit is designed to broaden our thinking to consider all of the factors that led to the tragic events of August 20th, 2037, and the hope that data corrupted. All right, guys. Well, that is going to be it. I will hopefully be able to be on tomorrow and actually be able to interact with the YouTube app and, see the chat and all that stuff, as opposed to not being able to see anything at all, because that's very, very aggravating. I'm going to wander out to the campfire. Yeah, sure. Okay. Thanks, people. Yeah, very aggravating. I don't know what the hell the problem is. I don't know if other people have been having that kind of issue, but it's like I can't, like when you click on the button that brings up like your subscriptions, home, history, all that stuff, like none of that is popping up. And then when I click on my own icon to look at my channel, nothing is popping up. So I haven't been able to click on my video. I haven't been able to, and because of that, I can't watch the chat. So hopefully that will be resolved tomorrow. I don't know what the issue is. If I'm at work tonight and somehow the internet's okay there and everything works, it just turns out that there's something going on with the Wi-Fi in my house. Well, that would be very annoying, but at least it would be an explanation. But I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. If that is going to be a problem, then what I'm going to do is just on my own time, I'm going to go attack a bunch of rebel camps and do a bunch of exploring and stuff that's not going to be story related or like main story related. That way you guys will still be able to see like anything significant. So anyway, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you're enjoying the game. I also hope that everybody out there is staying safe and healthy and that you're remaining smart instead of scared of these crazy times that we're living in. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification button, and do all that YouTube stuff. And until the next one, as always, peace.